Sounds good. So this is going to be the last of the winners round 1 matches that we stream today. After that, we will go into a little bit of a summary of losers bracket, and then we will get into the first of our winners' top 8 qualifiers. But yeah, right now what we've got for you, it's MSB Seggo, match we've seen a few times. I am throwing back to Smash and Splash 5, where we saw Seggo bust out the Eliana for one of the first times as a counter pick in this matchup. And that's what we're going to see here. It's Eliana versus Crag on Julesville.
And so that was one of the first times we saw it as a counter pick, but at this point, Seggo has cemented themselves as just like a premier Eliana in general.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I think his Ellie might be better than his Crag, which is not saying anything negative about his Crag. It's just...
No, that's saying that you have
incredible.
2 very good characters.
Yeah.
And I feel like we see Seggo's Eliana much more than the Crag now. But yeah, like, you still gotta be scared of both.
I think it suits him too, because Seggo gets a lot out of his hands. I think that's the best way I can think to put it.
You're gonna have to explain that one. Gets a lot out of his hands.
Maximizes inputs.
Yes,
player.
Yes.
And I think Eliana rewards that more than Crag does, even though Crag has a lot of things that can reward it. I think a player like MSB is as much about the quality of his setups as it is about the quality of his
not gonna kill
of his inputs, I guess.
No, I think if you're looking at like high tech things from Crag tend to be like weird geometry and trigonometry stuff.
Right, they're not actually that difficult. I can break cancel. Like,
yep. But it's things like, all right, if I use this block here and then cancel this, it's the active frames being extended off of blocks. It's things like that. That's just like a lot of knowledge and a lot of awareness, but not a lot of button presses.
Ooh, up thrown rock would have been very interesting there. Let's see if he can take advantage of this overheat. MSB needs to make something happen here. Yeah, if he had gotten that break cancel off, it probably would have been a dead Ellie, but good awareness by Seggo. It's almost like he's played this character before.
Seggo might know what's going on, just a little bit. That stall in the air. Yep. What are we going to get off of parry? Just up tilt. Ooh, almost gets out there.
Yeah, you say just up tilt, but that was nowhere near over. Yeah, great response by MSB. And I think that's what makes the great Crags, is like being able to recover in a spot like that. Not just recover, but take the stock for your opponent's failure to kill you. Like, that's kind of the nature of this character. You got to take advantage of mistakes.
Yeah. Well, I had said just up tilt because I was like, oh, the combo doesn't get wasn't clinched there. And then Seggo was like, all right, I'm gonna follow your drift down and put you in.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about the buffed overheat up tilt, is it puts you in a spot where either you DI in a way where you pretty much have to give them a follow up, or you just die, like we saw.
Do I take the follow up high or do I take it low? Yeah. I'm just so used to only seeing the high one.
Yep. Good placement of that block. MSB knew that he wasn't really in any danger because he could always jump cancel the side B off that.
Ooh, doesn't get that fair out.
And yeah, this is a really unfortunate overheat. This should be it. Yeah, absolutely. And with the reduced weight on the snake, yeah, even Crag forward smash is going to take that stock.
Yeah, snack mech without the snack, or without the mech, sorry, is not... You are put in a very tough situation, and MSB made the most of it.
And yeah, that's going to be it for the Ellie, it looks like. Seggo switching to the Shovel Knight here for game 2. And yeah, this can be a tough one. But I have a feeling that MSB is going to... you have to know your DIs pretty much perfectly as Crag to be able to win this matchup. But if it's anybody, I think, who has that down, it's going to be MSB. So let's see. We've got it taken to Spirit Tree by Seggo here for game 2.
Spirit Tree, Gold Shovel Knight. It's already a little bit of a flex coming out.
Yeah, I thought you usually had to pay for that.
You do have to pay for it, but now it's
you have to pay for the sick flips. It's not doing the sick flips.
Well, you still have to pay. It's just earlier in advance.
Right. Yeah. So the big thing here in this matchup is just that, when Crag gets downed off stage, it's really very difficult.
Like that.
Yeah. The thing is, MSB knew he had to literally get to the wall to have any chance of living. Because if you can't tech that, you're screwed. And Seggo just probably didn't realize that the bottom blast zone on this stage is a little bit higher than the other ones.
sometimes you go in and you try to put in a lot of pressure, and sometimes if you're Seggo, you're like, I'm gonna forward smash and then wave dash back and forward smash again. And
but yeah, like what Seggo was doing probably was the right play on other stages.
Oh no, it looks funny, but it's definitely the smart idea.
Oh, I love that little bait with the rock shine, because like what a lot of players will do if they see any animation, they do the reaction that they were planning on, right? And so that only has 7 frames of end lag, and so it's a really nice kind of like way to try to bait your opponents. But good on Seggo, not responding too quickly. But
if you're mentally prepped for a forward air, down air, and you see Craig flinch like that,
you need to parry that down air, because if you get hit off your pillar with no pillar, you literally have no way with that angle of getting back to the stage. Okay, a little thirsty there with the fishing.
And say fishing a little bit
literal
there.
Fishing. Oh, great fall through that platform to get that up tilt. And yeah, the thickness, living the up smash.
Whoa! Yeah, what did he buy? What did he buy? Okay,
he bought the momentum armor. Correct call here. He needs to live, and he catches a stock. So
if you are unaware, momentum armor now gives him a lot more flexibility. The wave dash speed is just huge.
Yeah. Yeah,
very
I think
slippery
on
physics
basically.
Now.
Okay.
Yep.
Whoa! Okay, yeah, there
that
you
was
see Seggo
to be
adjusted. But so did MSB. Oh, and no tech there. Actually going to give MSB a chance to get back on the stage. Extremely tense stuff right here. Yeah, good air dodge by Seggo. I think that up air would have done it. What did he take?
And gets the horn.
Oh, he took a war horn. Okay, yeah, that's really good against the Crag recovery.
I know the common talk right now is about Ghost Gloves, but man, that horn is very good against Crag in particular.
Yeah, in this specific spot, I definitely agree with the war horn. Ghost Gloves is definitely the better one overall.
Yeah, I would say in most matchups, Ghost Gloves, but against Crag, it makes it very hard for Crag to
specifically on last
recover.
stock kill percent.
Yep.
And Crag, or MSB knew he was fine because of the block there.
Oh,
but yeah.
just follows him up to the next platform and does it again.
Fantastic chase by Seggo. Fantastic chase by Seggo. Not letting that unfortunate SD on the first stock affect him too much, and we're going to have tied once again on game 3. We're getting all the good sets today, huh?
So we were talking before this, like before game 1, we were talking about like, hey, very good Eliana, also as a Crag. Did we know about the Shovel Knight? Am I just
yeah.
Okay.
It's not as high profile as the other ones.
Right, I would say I knew that there was a Shovel Knight secondary, but I was not in a like, this could come out in top 32 of the finals. Yep. That's what I was surprised at.
And it is going to stay out for game 3. No surprise there. MSB picking a favorite of his. We see this in almost every matchup. It's going to be Frozen Fortress.
Yeah, I mean, say Seggo has always been one of those players that could pick up any character and body.
Oh, and he's going fishing right away. And yeah, I mean, 8%, 19% for 500 gold. I think most Shovel Knights would take that.
Yeah, it's very interesting having a character in Rivals that has an entire meter that they have to manage. I mean, Seggo's the king of that. Seggo has, I have to manage
he's got the
LE2 theme. But also the meter of like what money is worth what percent damage is just a mathematical equation that I am not prepped for.
Okay, yep. There's a huge tech from MSB. Had that forward strong hit, he would have been in a rough spot. Like it's actually really scary being off stage at low percents against Shovel Knight, because if you get your jump eaten, you're just so screwed.
Yep. Well, you get those suddenly like wall of fares.
You can't get high enough to recover after using the pillar either.
It's raw forward smash.
I like the use of the single fair to just keep him off stage.
That always looks so funny when they'll charge the spinner up for a while and it still hits, but like everyone gets hit by it, so why not? Sometimes the charge is the bait there.
Yeah, the down strong break cancel, we're seeing it again here. It's so safe because it covers the 45-degree angle above him, and then he is fully active to either cover the space below or just kind of drop down. Okay. Yeah, man, 200.
Don't like to see
this is terrifying actually, because theirs is not going to confirm into anything.
You have to hit that raw fair call out like that. Yeah. you have to hit a raw fair call up. But if you don't get that, I mean, if your opponent's limited to 200, you've already missed a few.
Yep. Yeah, he got a little lucky that he got the opportunity to whiff punish the side B. So. A lot of gold on Seggo, by the way. I'm curious what he's going to go for. Like, the momentum armor would make sense, but this is early enough for Ghost Gloves might be the better investment.
Yep.
We'll see.
It depends on if you are trying to get something to confirm your final kill, or if you're like, hey, I have to play for 3 stocks.
Okay, he bought the momentum armor first. I respect it. He wants to save the stock as long as possible, too, because he's behind.
Yep. When your goal is to take 3 stocks,
and you get that.
You want to take something that'll help in neutral more than just like one specific kill.
The dash attack gives a few more options with the slidiness.
Nothing off the top. Seems like struggling to find a kill on Craig at 150. Almost gets that up strong, though. Down air.
He has no pillar, yeah, okay. MSB keeping the tech's alive, but yeah. Sure. It's just like, there's too many things that Shovel Knight can put out there, and Craig only has a few options. Like, he's forced to tech. But you only, because you only have one option on tech in this game.
And several times of fishing, and you can only tech so much before you're going to miss something.
Like, yeah, techs leave you frame neutral, but because you know where they're going to be, that's not necessarily enough to give you an out from the situation. Does there, though. And an excellent job of MSB with the reversal, finding a nair and doing an up strong.
Gets the good parry, alright.
Yeah, okay, he did pick up the Ghost Gloves here. Yeah, there's enough of this game left where it makes sense.
From what we were saying, like, Warhammer or Warhorn is really good if you are trying to get your final kill, or if that's like really what you're struggling with. But if you're trying to get neutral, oh my god, momentum armor combined with Ghost Gloves, like, you are a force to be reckoned with.
You are unpunishable. Okay. Oh, that call excellent. Waveland.
Not off the top. Seggo wanted it, did not get it.
Seggo wanted a double jump. MSB not going to give it to him. Oh, that's not. Maybe it was. Maybe he's reading an instant back air out of it. That's not what you like to see, though.
When you see your opponent stuck on pillar.
Yeah, great use of the empty up B there by MSB. Like, he is about to
up strong.
Okay, he's
that
about
was a
to
really
lose
good mix up too. He reversed it, so it was going to be harder to get the DI.
The combination of the survivability of momentum armor and the difficulty of hitting a Shovel Knight with Ghost Gloves, this is close. You can't tell me that MSB has a big lead. I will not believe you. Oh no. Yeah. Great use of that empty up B, and this is another big reason why Crags love this stage. It's like, it gives you another recovery option.
There's so many ways to land high. With this.
Yeah. Huge.
Okay. Really trying to make something happen. We've got the slippery Luigi just wave dashing around.
Yeah, good coverage here with the down B on the blocks, but man, look at Seggo go up with that up air.
Seggo does seem to be having a really hard time confirming anything more than like 2 or 3 hits, though. We're not seeing any kills coming out from it.
Oh, yeah.
We're seeing a lot of like...
Oh, good weight.
Okay.
Yeah, smart with the side B there. It's dangerous, though, because we saw him lose a stock earlier to getting whip punish for it. Good back roll. And the down
only way you were living was rolling out there.
I think... Yeah, it's so tough with that up B. I was like, I think he's got to kind of project where he's going, but you have enough timing mixes. Shovel Knight, you're not just dead in that spot like a lot of characters are.
Seggo
like,
is waiting for attack on that middle platform to try to up strong, but MSB's not trying to give him the chance. All right. Oh my god!
That's it. Ghost Glove into the up smash is going to take it, and yeah, just a couple spots where MSB couldn't find his fares, and like I said, at that percent, it gets really tough for Craig. It just lacks the kill confirms. As you can see, the Ghost Gloves, that's going to provide those all day long.
Oh yeah, no, Ghost Gloves and Momentum Armor is just the scariest combination of like, here's all of the neutral, figure it out. Seggo taking it. Wait, no, that wasn't game. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking that was, no, we're still moving. We're still moving, going back to Tower of Heaven.
I think I like this because it takes a little bit of the horizontal space away. And yeah, Seggo missed his fish as a result. So the fact that Seggo had Ghost Gloves and Momentum Armor for so much more of that game felt like a pretty big deal too. So we'll see if that actually comes into play here. Rare that like the first 5 seconds of the game actually matters this much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Seggo was doing fine without them, but it was clear that with those tools, it was much easier for Seggo to keep the momentum going.
MSB just couldn't find the stocks. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, he had his wall jump. He's fine.
I'd say MSB had a very hard time confirming kills in that last game, and I'd say that really came back to bite him with that huge comeback from Seggo.
And here you see him trying to make some reads on defensive options with that drop-down weight dash and down smash. That's like...
Oh my god! Shuffle drop?
While it's the way that you win this game, it might also be the way that you lose it. It's such a strong recovery tool. Okay, good forward tilt.
Well, not only is it an active hitbox coming up, but it also is that stall in the air for a second.
Seggo thought he could whiff punish fair, and MSB just held on to it a little bit longer than he thought.
You can really tell with that fishing that Seggo's trying to get a little bit more money to buy a couple goods. And that's like one of the very interesting things about this matchup is sometimes you're not putting pressure on because you're like, oh, this character doesn't deal with pressure well. They can't, like, they're lacking in defensive options. It's
I need to find the up strong. Yeah,
there's the fish. Okay, I'm trying to put pressure on so he doesn't have time to rack up.
But he might not get to buy this before he loses the stock, and that's a pretty.
And that's what
deal.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He wanted to roll so bad.
I think we all wanted to roll. Okay.
Putting butter on it.
And
there's the armor. All right, so
longer wave dashes again. We got that slippery physics.
Yeah. We don't see MSB trying to get these landing backers. Never mind. We're not seeing as much of it as I expect because it's usually such a strong kill option at this kind of percent. But if you whiff that in front of Shovel Knight, you just eat a forward smash. You're off stage at a weird angle, and then you have to play that recovery game that we saw can be so tough when MSB has to recover low. Oh, yep. The block actually going to save Seggo there. Oh, I'm surprised it actually beat out
it really hard to come back.
Timing. Yeah. And eventually, Seggo just holding too far out.
Throwing everything at him. Rock shards. Another rock.
Yep.
But off the side?
Stage here. Oh, yeah. Almost pulled the trapdoor on him. He does still have a pillar out here.
Okay,
never mind. He pulled it, but he got the tech.
All right, and that's those Ghost Gloves and armor both come into play for that kill confirm. Wanted him to land on the platform so he'd be able to get that up strong. I was scared we were about to see some cheese down in that bottom corner.
Right. Okay.
Making it so hard for MSB to get anything started on this last stock. That's the power of the shop.
Both the Ghost Gloves and the dash attack with the Momentum Armor are doing so much work right now. I was afraid that MSB was going to break his pillar with that side B, and that would have spelled certain death. Okay, he made another one. Yeah, gets the ledge dash. But doesn't matter. That's going to be 3-1 for Seggo after the switch to the Shovel Knight.
You let Shovel Knight get to the store, and man, that shopping spree is doing a whole lot of good for them.
And it did almost
every game was clearly defined to the period before Momentum Armor and Ghost Gloves and the period after Momentum Armor and Ghost Gloves.
Absolutely. And it did look like the fish was going to matter, but MSB just couldn't quite squeeze out that second stock before Seggo got into the shop, and it feels like that might have been the difference in that game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So finally, we see a Crag fall on the stream. We hate to see it, but we're gonna move into. Wait, what are we doing now, SPS?
Yeah, I don't know who these. I don't recognize these tags.